Hi, people. Move, little doggy. Let people stream in before I start talking all the way. Hi, Michaela. Oh, there's more. Hi, everybody. Sorry I freaked you guys out. Chell called me and let me know that I had all you guys freaking out a little bit, and I'm really, really sorry. So I'm okay. Let's start there. Hold on. All right. I'm okay. But I'm not okay at the same time. I got my hair done yesterday. Can you guys hear me okay? First of all, let's do that. Let me get ones if you guys can hear me and like see me okay. Okay. Cool. So, as most of you guys know, I got my hair done yesterday. My ends are like a little dry. She was like running behind, and so I just need to dip them again. So that's why they're like this, but they're purple. See? And then it gets like this lighter color. So all day yesterday I was getting my hair done, and then I left, and Dion and I went to go pick the kids up from school. And when we got out and we were like walking into the school, like my knee started bothering me. And so I was like, okay, that's weird. And so then I was kind of like limping a little bit. And then we got in the car and I was sitting down, and then like my hips started to hurt, my spine was hurting, like everything was just hurting. So I was getting so frustrated because it was like pain was just coming out of nowhere. So then we got home and I'm just irritated. We get in the house and my room's a mess. So I'm just like, ah, I'm like being such a grouch. So I like clean my room real quick. I give DJ a bath and I'm struggling. Like I just kind of feel myself getting like weaker and weaker as I'm doing things. So I get situated, and then it was like my pain went to 10 so fast. So I was up here with the baby by myself. So I called my mom and I was just trying to like talk to her 'cause I was just flustered. I just needed a mom chat. So I was talking to her, and then DJ was fussing, so I tried to get up and get to him, and then I just laid on the floor. I was like, I can't move. Like I'm just need to lay here. It hurts to exist. So I called Bianca. Bianca came up here and got DJ. And I just like was crying. I'm just crying, and I finally get on the bed, and then I was just stuck in the fetal position. I couldn't move like anything. I couldn't turn my head. I couldn't move my arm. I was just laying there crying. From what Dion says, I was like drooling and like just just the most hot mess way you could picture me. That's what was happening. So, for those of you that don't know, I had a sudden onset of paralysis from the waist down when Lyric was 5 months old. And so that's creepy for everybody in my household. I'm live.
What is this?
This is the heating pad that Dion bought me for my spine. Hold on, guys.
Should I come back?
Yeah,
The phone that I need
because I have this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to
Sorry. So I'm just curled up on the bed sad. So that's something that happened. When that happened though, like I was hurting, and then Dion and I realized that I was like paralyzed in the middle of conversation. I talk in exaggerations, so I was like, I'm just done. My legs are done. He was like, "What do you mean you're done? I can't move your legs." I can move my leg. Went to move, nothing happened. So that time I ended up in the hospital for a couple days. The paramedics couldn't even move my legs, couldn't wiggle my toes, couldn't do anything. And then when I left the hospital, I left with the walker. So you kind of got to see that in my Evolution of Jazz video if you watched that. So this time, of course, Dion wasn't playing games. He was like, we got to figure out what's wrong, because I was just crying so bad and I couldn't move. So he was like, wiggle your toes. And you guys, I couldn't do it. I couldn't wiggle my toe. He was like, you have 5 seconds. And I was like, I can do it. I didn't want to go to the hospital. So I'm like hollering at him. I'm like, I can do it. Please don't call 911. He's like, you can't even move your foot. So we're like arguing about my like debilitation at the moment. So he like walks out the room and calls 911. So I'm crying and trying to move my legs and they're not moving, and I'm just like, don't call 911. He's like, do you need your phone? Where's this? And I'm just crying, still can't move. Ambulance comes. There's nothing. I can't turn my head and look at them to talk to them. I was struggling to answer their questions. It was just a whole hot mess. And we had all just got home. So the kids are home. Hold on. There's no picture, my love. I can't see. Sorry. Okay. And I couldn't turn my head, couldn't move my body, nothing. So they checked my vitals and stuff, and my sugar, my glucose level was 41. And I don't know what glucose levels are supposed to be, but I'm listening to them talk and they're like, glucose 41. And he was like, the other guy was like 141. She was like, no, 41. So I guess that's bad. The lowest your glucose should be is 60. Mine was 41. So then they were like surprised that I was even functioning at all. And I guess that's why I couldn't move, was because my glucose was so low, like my blood sugar was so low. So I was still in pain and stuff. We left. We get in the ambulance and then they made me eat this gooey, oh, it was disgusting. It was like glucose in a tube. And I couldn't move my arm, so she's like squirting it in my mouth. Oh, it was disgusting. It was so gross. Oh, so gross. And she was like putting it on the tip of my tongue so I could taste it, instead of putting it instead of putting it in the like back so I could just swallow it. It was horrible. It was horrible. So they got it back up by the time I got to the hospital, but I was still in pain. And I still can't move all the way. So Dion's calling me because he's at the store. So let me figure out what he needs real quick, and then I'll show you guys what's going on. Nobody wanted to talk to me until I went live. And then he doesn't answer. Hey, what's up? That's fine. Just get regular ones then. It might not say naturals on it. Whatever it is, it's like just supposed to be like a less junk version or whatever. So it doesn't matter. We just need Capri Sun. All right, love you. Bye. And it was like PTSD, because every time they had to transport me from one thing to another, I'm like reminded that my brain isn't working. Like I can't move. It's just too much. So they carried me out in like a chair thingy, and then put me on like the gurney and stuff, and then moved me a bunch of times, and eventually I could take steps a little bit, but my legs would shake. like they did before. And then now I can like move my legs to the side and stuff, or like move my foot, but it's like my leg is too heavy for me to lift up. A chair thingy, Claude, is like, it's weird. It's like a weird tough chair with like a bunch of straps on it. And they like, I don't know, it was weird. And it had wheels and makes you feel like you're gonna fall. It's just not a regular chair. It's a chair thingy. I don't know. I need a pedicure, so don't judge my toes, but here's how this works. I'm going to try to like wiggle. Like if you're sitting somewhere right now, take off your sock and like try to wiggle your toes like I'm wiggling my fingers, right? Because you know, I have long finger toes. So typically I can do this with my toes right now. That's all I got. That's it. Can't do nothing else. I'm wiggling. This is me trying with all my might to move my toes. Okay? I can slide my leg to the side. I can like lift up my foot. I can push it back down, you know, but that's pretty much as fast as I can go. I'm gonna try to lift my leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's all we got. Left side. 1, 2, 3. Nothing. Literally nothing. And I'm trying. Trying with like all my might to like lift my foot, and I can't. And guess what? Everything's normal. MRI's normal. Labs are normal. The only thing that was out of place was my glucose. So, we don't know. I can walk, but when I walk, I still feel really weak. Like I can't really rely on my legs. I'm just glad that I can move it all, Chell. Yes, you're right. Being able to move it all is a blessing. But y'all know I was looking forward to dancing and doing other things. And what's messed up is I had ate. I'm not a diabetic or anything. I ate yesterday. Dion brought me tropical smoothie cafe. I had a green drink with ginger and a chicken salad and all kinds of stuff. So I've been eating. It's not like I haven't been eating. So I just still don't feel like it makes any sense. And then I still have this pain in my spine. So Dion got me a heating pad today. And that's the only thing that's really keeping me okay. They gave me morphine in the emergency room, so I was super duper out of it this morning. But even that didn't help all the way. It made it tolerable, but I was still in pain. And, you know, at the emergency room, they patch you up and you go on your way. So I don't know. I did that series of prednisone that I got from the new rheumatologist, and then I was feeling okay for almost 2 weeks. And then I was done with it. I weaned off of it, and then I wrote him and I told him it worked and wasn't sure how everything was going to go. And then he never wrote me back. And so I figured out a way I could try to request a refill. And I did that. And we literally just picked those up last night, right before all this happened. So hopefully getting back on it helps, or at least we figure out what's going on. But I don't like not having full mobility. I'm 30. I'm too young to have these types of problems. But obviously, it's really tough to make content when I'm in this type of scenario. So probably going to have a nice little break this week and just get jazz life. And hopefully my legs are back to normal. If you guys could just be praying for me, because it's scary being in your head. My heart goes out to anybody that has any type of paralysis, because it's a completely mind-numbing experience to know that you're capable of doing something or like want to do something and you can't. Like usually your brain computes everything together and then you can just do it. When you feel like you aren't in control and you don't have a choice, it sucks. It hurts. It's sad and scary and confusing because nobody can tell me what the problem is, but I can't move like I should. And I have kids to take care of and a household to run. And I don't like this. I don't like having to be in bed and having to sit down and not being able to do the things that I want to do. I want to do my videos. I want to be able to talk to people and interact. And it sucks that, like, I can't do that right now. So I wanted to update y'all just as I slightly disappear to try to figure out what's going on and try to get better. Yeah, I just wanted you guys to know what the situation was. Do you guys have any questions? Thank you. I appreciate all the kind words and the prayers. They really do mean a lot. The well wishes makes my heart feel warm and fuzzy inside. On a scale from 1 to 10, right now I'm at like I'm at like a 5. I'm not in a lot of pain right now. Um, the pain meds that I have are helping, and so is this heating pad. But I just feel really weak. I feel really tired, but I can't sleep, unfortunately, and I just feel really weak in like slow motion right now. So on a scale of like crappy 1 to 10, I'm at like an 8.5. Enrico, a car accident. Yeah, I had some old lady crash into the side of me a couple years ago and almost tipped me over. Karen, my favorite color is purple. um, okay. So if nobody has any questions, I'm gonna go. I had to call my friend back, but I love you guys. I appreciate you all and your patience with me. Back Sunday with Jazz Life. And then hopefully back to your regularly scheduled program next week. Love you guys.